Have you ever looked at your grandma's old photos from the 1950s or 60s and thought, wait, why does her skin look absolutely flawless, while mine looks like I've been through a war? No filter, no ring light, just pure radiance captured on old film. Meanwhile, you're over here with a 10-step skincare routine, spending hundreds on products, and still dealing with texture, dark spots, and breakouts. What's the actual deal? Did our grandmas have some secret magic potion we don't know about, or are we seriously doing something wrong? Stick around because what I'm about to reveal will completely change how you think about your skin. And trust me, you'll want to hear every single word of this. Before we dive deep into this mystery, do me a huge favor. If you're someone who's tired of feeling like your skin isn't good enough, or if you've ever wondered why skincare feels so complicated nowadays, hit that like button right now. And if you're new to Ladies Fit Zone, welcome to your new safe space, where we talk real beauty, real health, and real solutions without the fluff. Subscribe and turn on notifications because we drop truth bombs like this every single week, and you definitely don't want to miss out. So let's get into the real reason why your grandma's skin looked like she was born with a natural Valencia filter. First off, and this might shock you, those old photos weren't as honest as you think. Now hear me out before you say I'm ruining the magic. Black and white photography and even early color film had a beautiful way of smoothing out skin texture. The film grain, the lighting techniques, the longer exposure times, all of these elements work together to create a soft focus effect that naturally blurred imperfections. It's kind of like the original beauty filter, except it was built into the technology itself. Your grandma definitely had pores, she definitely had texture, but the camera simply didn't capture it the same way our high-definition phone cameras do today. We're living in an era where every single pore, every tiny mark, every bit of redness shows up in brutal clarity. Our phones have cameras that can practically see into our souls, let alone our skin texture. But here's where it gets really interesting, and this is the part you need to pay close attention to because it affects your skin right now, today. Our grandmas actually did have some major advantages we don't have anymore. Let's talk about the environment first. Back in the day, air pollution wasn't nearly as intense as it is now. Cities weren't covered in smog, there weren't as many cars pumping out exhaust, and industrial pollution was nowhere near today's levels. Your skin is your largest organ, and it's constantly exposed to everything in the air around you. Modern pollution creates free radicals that attack your skin cells, break down collagen, cause inflammation, and lead to premature aging, hyperpigmentation, and a dull complexion. Your grandma was literally breathing cleaner air, and her skin was thanking her for it every single day without her even knowing. Then there's the food situation, and this is huge. Our grandmas ate real food, like actual food that came from the ground or from animals that ate food from the ground. There were no lab-created ingredients, way less processed junk, fewer preservatives, and definitely no drive-thrus on every corner. Their diets were rich in whole foods, healthy fats, vitamins, and minerals that naturally supported skin health. They ate seasonally, they ate locally, and their bodies got the nutrition they needed to build healthy skin cells from the inside out. Compare that to today, when we're surrounded by ultra-processed foods loaded with refined sugars, bad oils, and artificial everything. These foods cause inflammation in your body, spike your blood sugar, trigger hormonal imbalances, and all of that shows up on your face as breakouts, redness, and premature aging. Your skin is literally a mirror of what's happening inside your body, and if you're feeding it garbage, it's going to show you exactly that. Speaking of hormones, let's talk about the elephant in the room that nobody wants to address. Our hormones are under attack like never before. We're exposed to endocrine disruptors in plastics, in personal care products, in food packaging, in cleaning supplies, basically everywhere. These chemicals mimic hormones in your body and throw everything out of balance. When your hormones are messy, your skin is messy. You get adult acne. You get melasma. You get texture issues. You get oily or dry patches. All because your hormonal system is trying to function in a toxic environment. Your grandma didn't have to deal with the same level of chemical exposure. Her food wasn't wrapped in plastic, her water bottles weren't leaching BPA, and her skincare wasn't loaded with parabens and phthalates. Her hormones had a much easier time staying balanced, and balanced hormones equal clearer, healthier skin. Now let's talk about something that might make you uncomfortable, but we have to go there. Stress and sleep. Your grandma probably wasn't staying up until 2 a.m, scrolling through social media, comparing herself to filtered influencers, and feeling like she's not enough. She wasn't getting dopamine hits every 5 seconds from notifications. She wasn't dealing with the constant pressure of being available online 24/7. Sure, she had her own stresses, but the chronic, never-ending, always-on stress we experience today is on another level. Chronic stress releases cortisol, and high cortisol destroys your skin. It breaks down collagen, triggers inflammation, slows down skin repair, and makes you age faster. Add poor sleep on top of that, and your skin has zero chance to recover. Your skin does most of its healing and regeneration while you sleep. So if you're only getting 5 or 6 hours a night and it's broken sleep because you're checking your phone, your skin is literally aging faster than it should. Here's another game changer that most people don't realize. Your grandma wasn't overwashing and overtreating her skin. She probably used simple soap and water, maybe a cold cream or some basic moisturizer, and that was it. She wasn't stripping her skin barrier twice a day with harsh cleansers. She wasn't using 10 different active ingredients that fight with each other, and she definitely wasn't obsessing over every little imperfection. Today, we've been sold this idea that more products equals better skin, but that's often the exact opposite of the truth. Over-cleansing strips your skin's natural oils. Using too many actives causes irritation and sensitivity, and constantly messing with your skin doesn't give it time to regulate itself. Your skin has its own intelligence and its own ecosystem. When you interfere too much, you disrupt the balance, and that's when problems start. Your grandma's simple routine allowed her skin to just be skin, to function the way it was designed to, and that simplicity actually worked in her favor. Let's also talk about sun exposure, because this one's a double-edged sword. Yes, our grandmas didn't always use sunscreen, and yes, some of them ended up with sun damage later in life. But here's the thing, they also got way more vitamin D than we do now. Vitamin D is essential for skin health, immune function, and overall wellness. Most of us are deficient because we're either inside all day or we're covered in sunscreen every time we step outside. Now, I'm not saying skip sunscreen, but I am saying there's a balance. Our grandmas spent more time outdoors. They got natural light, they got fresh air, and their circadian rhythms were more in sync with nature. All of that contributed to healthier skin and better overall health. We're living indoors under artificial lights, staring at blue screens, and our bodies are confused. That circadian disruption affects your hormones, your sleep, and yes, your skin. And can we please talk about the mental and emotional aspect of this whole thing? Your grandma wasn't zooming in on her pores in a magnifying mirror under harsh LED lights. She wasn't comparing her bare face to someone's heavily edited Instagram post. She wasn't being bombarded with ads telling her she's not good enough unless she buys this serum or that treatment. The beauty standards were different, and the tools to pick yourself apart didn't exist like they do now. We're in a time where we're hyper-aware of every tiny flaw, and that hyper-awareness creates stress, which creates skin issues, which creates more stress. It's a vicious cycle. You might actually have pretty great skin, but because you're comparing it to unrealistic standards and examining it under a microscope, you think it's terrible. Meanwhile, your grandma just lived her life, and her confidence and lack of obsession probably made her glow from the inside out. Now, here's what you actually need to know if you want skin that truly glows and feels healthy, not just looks good in a filtered photo. Start with the inside. Clean up your diet as much as you can. Eat more whole foods, cut back on sugar and processed junk, drink more water, and get enough healthy fats like omega-3s. Your skin cells need proper nutrition to function. Next, protect your skin barrier. Stop overwashing, stop using a million products, and focus on gentle cleansing, hydration, and protection. A simple routine with quality ingredients beats a complicated routine with trendy chaos any day. Manage your stress. I know it's easier said than done, but find what works for you. Maybe it's movement, maybe it's journaling, maybe it's just putting your phone away an hour before bed. Your skin will reflect your inner state, so take care of your mind and your body, not just your face. Get better sleep. Seriously, this is non-negotiable. Your skin repairs itself at night, and if you're not giving it that time, no product in the world will fix it. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep and try to keep a consistent schedule. Reduce your toxic load. Switch to cleaner personal care products. Filter your water if you can. Reduce plastic use. And be mindful of what you're putting on and in your body. Every little bit helps, and your hormones will thank you. Get outside. Get natural light. Get fresh air. Move your body, and reconnect with nature. It's free, it's powerful, and it works. And finally, stop comparing yourself to edited images and old photos that were never real in the first place. Your skin is allowed to have texture. You're allowed to have pores. You're a real human being, not a porcelain doll, and that's perfectly okay. Here's the truth that nobody wants to say out loud. The skincare industry makes billions of dollars by convincing you that your skin is a problem that needs fixing. They thrive on your insecurity. But what if your skin isn't the problem? What if the problem is the unrealistic standards, the toxic environment, the garbage food, the chronic stress, and the constant comparison? Your grandma's photos look flawless because of a combination of old camera technology and a genuinely different lifestyle. You can't go back in time, but you can make choices today that support your skin's natural health and beauty. You can choose to feed yourself well, to manage stress, to simplify your routine, to sleep enough, and to stop believing that you're not enough just because your skin isn't perfect. If this video has opened your eyes to something new, drop a comment down below and tell me what surprised you the most. Was it the pollution thing, the food thing, the camera thing, or something else? I love hearing from you, and your comments help this message reach more people who need to hear it. And if you found this valuable, share it with your friends, your sisters, your cousins, anyone who's ever felt frustrated with their skin. Let's spread the truth and help each other break free from the beauty industry's lies. Ladies Fit Zone is all about empowering you with real information so you can make real changes. And I'm so grateful you're here on this journey with me. Remember, your worth is not determined by your skin. Your beauty is not defined by a photo. And your grandma's glowing pictures don't mean you're failing. You're doing amazing. You're learning. You're growing. And your skin is just one tiny part of the incredible person you are. Take care of yourself from the inside out. Be kind to yourself. And watch how everything starts to shift. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next video where we're going to dive even deeper into natural beauty and real wellness. Stay beautiful. Stay healthy. And stay true to yourself.